Hi, welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to show you how to make custom envelopes using the new Sizzix Making Tool, which is basically a trimmer and a scoreboard rolled into one. And full disclosure, I just recently purchased this, and although I've used it quite a few times, I cannot say that I have mastered it, and also Sizzix isn't paying me for this video. So without further ado, let's get started and let me show you how I create a cute little envelope for my cute little 4x4 card. Okay, so I'm going to use my new Sizzix scoring board and trimmer. What I want to do is I want to use this to make an envelope for this card. This is a 4x4 card, so it's tiny, and I need a custom envelope for this. So this board actually comes with a really handy tool for measuring your paper. So if you want to make, you see it's an envelope matrix. Basically, it has inches on one side and centimeters on the other side. I'm going to use inches. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my card against these two rulers and measure my card. So my card is basically fitting into this square. So I'll just point to this square. It's got two numbers, 6 9/16 and 7 3/8. So the 6, the bold lettering is basically, the bold number is for the envelope, the measurement of the paper that you need. So it has to be a 6 by 9/16 inch square paper. And 7 3/8, the lighter font, is basically where you're going to score to get your envelope. I'm going to show you in a second and it'll become clear. So I need a 6 9/16 inch square paper. And set this aside, and I'm going to use just a regular, this is a very light cardstock. I think this is about 80 pounds. And this is going to be 8.5 by 8.5 by 11, like a regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So I need 6 9/16. Now, it doesn't show the 16th markings, but obviously, I can see here that there are actually 16 markings here. So one marking here is 1/16. So obviously half is going to be 8/16. And I just need to move it up. So each of these grooves is 1/16, right? So I'm going to just move it up one more groove from the 6.5 inch mark, line up my paper, and I am going to cut this. And you can cut either way, like you can cut it downwards and upwards. But to be honest, I find the cut not really up to the mark because I can see frayed edges. I'm not sure if you can see it on the video, but it doesn't have a very clean cut, unfortunately, but I have to live with it. And I need a square 9/16, 6 9/16 and 6 9/16 square. So now I have my square sheet of paper for this envelope. Now, I am going to have to score to create the envelope, right? And over here, you see there is an envelope marker. So I'm going to just lift this and I am going to move it to this side. I'm sorry about the camera shake because I usually don't do these kinds of videos. So I don't have good equipment. So now, I don't know if you can see it, but there are some markings here as well. And this one shows at 45 degrees, it shows an envelope icon, which means that I have to bring the ruler up to 45 degrees. So there is a little arrow here, and I have to just line this up with the 45 degrees. And this is going to be where I'm going to score the envelope. Okay, I want to make sure that it is nice and tight. And I don't know why this isn't sticking. See, this is another. Okay, it's kind of stuck over here at 45 degrees. Now, I'm going to just take this paper, and there's a scoring tool here. See, the board has a lot of great features, but I feel that it could do with some improvements. Now, remember, we have, where is this? 6 9/16 here, where did I lose it? Yeah, 6 9/16, and I have to score at 7 3/8. So I'm going to just line this up with 7 3/8. Now, since there are 16 markings, each marking or 2 markings will represent 1/8. So I have to count 6 markings because it's 3/8. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is in between the quarter and the half-inch mark. So I'm going to just position it here, and if you see, there is a score over here, and you probably can't see it. There is a little groove. There is a little groove here where the bone folder will go in. So I'm going to just keep it like this, make sure it's accurate, and I'm going to score it down like this. Okay, now the measuring part is done. All I have to do is align these score lines to get the other score lines. So I'm going to turn this over, and you see where it says align. If you notice, there is another little notch over here. So I need to align the score line with the notch. So I'm going to keep it here and align it properly right in the center. And I'm going to make another thing. Now I'm going to continue to do all 4 sides. Again, I'm aligning in the middle and scoring down the score notch. And the last one, align and score. Okay, so now if I hold this up, you can see the score marks, and you see there are these little triangles over here, and I need to cut them out. So for that, we have a handy little tool. You could use this side of the board, but it's a little bit difficult for me to do a video that way. So I'm just going to show you how you need to line it up. So the middle, the central line here should be lined up with the center here. And you see how these two align, right? The score marks align with the 2 solid lines over here. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to bring it to the side because I don't want to put pressure on the board. I'll bring it to the side, and I am going to cut this out. See, I still find it a little bit difficult to align. It didn't really go in the center. I think I'm going to try and do it again. You see? It's not really making a difference. So I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to put this back right here. There you go. And I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay. I'm going to fold along the score lines here. All right. I'm going to push it down really well. I can just open this up and you see where it didn't align very well. I'm seeing these score marks, but let's try this. It's kind of okay, but I'm still not liking the corners over here. And this is what the envelope is going to look like. You see, it's not it didn't really align too well. And I'm seeing this in every single envelope I'm making. So I'm not sure if it's user error or it's something to do with the design. Anywho, so what I will do is I'm going to glue it down. I have this filthy glue mat that I use, and I'm gonna just use a little bit of glue here. I'm going to bring it here. Let's see, and making sure it's going to be this side. Yeah. Usually I have better light, so okay, not too bad. Let's try the card. This actually fits perfectly, right? The only thing over here, I might just try and I'll have to ignore this, or try and cut it down a little bit. That's about all I can do. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so that's a problem. But here you are. Nice little envelope. There you go. I hope you like this, and I'll see if you like it. Leave me a comment and I can try and do more tutorials. Thanks for watching.